Pretty much to try to continue our success. We have a lot of new players that are going to have to step in for the seniors that graduated from last year's team. But we still have the same goals to win our conference, win the conference tournament, play hard, get to nationals. At the top of the list, I would say Krista Yoder, who's our returning, she's a junior this year, but previous 2 years she was an All-American honorable mention. And then Alyssa Showers, who also was a junior, who was, I feel like, the top libero defensive player in our conference. And then Ellen Fandry was a freshman last year. She's the only freshman that made an all-conference team in our conference with volleyball, starting outside hitter. And then Victoria Kraus, who's a junior, really stepped up, played well in the opposite position. Well, we have some freshmen coming in. One of the seniors was an outside hitter, and we've got 2 local freshmen, Aaron Anselman from Notre Dame High School and Kelsey Kennedy from Wentzville-Timberland, that are competing for that outside spot. And then Patsy Erb from Eureka is probably stepped up and earned a defensive role, replacing one of our seniors from last year. The other 2 girls are returning sophomores from last year's. They were freshmen backup players, and the setting role, Kelsey Biggs, but Lexi Malum, who played on one of our JV teams, will also be competing and being a big key player in the setting position. And then the last player is a girl from Jeff City, who was a middle hitter last year. Early in the year, got thrown into the fire as a freshman, stepped up and did really well. She played at that time because we had some injuries to some other players, and she worked hard in the off season. Kelsey Jo Vogler will be the other middle that we expect to be big things from her. She's the tallest player on the team, and she's worked really hard to earn that other spot. Yes, I think we can compete with them. I mean, right now, as far as practice, we're practicing hard. Obviously, we're trying to get the rust off a little bit, and that's the big part of competing with those California schools. If they're bigger, more physical players, we tend to try to beat them with our speed and our team unity. Basically, coming from the team concept to beat a team of individuals. And that's kind of our philosophy as coaches, that we should be able to play with anybody. And we beat some big teams last year that way, where physically they had better players on the court than we did, but we played better as a team, as a unit. I was. We played 3 Division II schools, and we took care of University of Illinois Springfield, which is a new school to the Division II NCAA. And then we played Quincy, and I felt like we played well against those 2 schools. At times we played, I don't want to say down to their level, but we didn't play at the level we should be playing. But again, it's early. But when we played UMSL, UMSL is a team that's going to push us, and UMSL's we kind of came out like we were playing one of those other schools that we had played, and we got smoked in the first game. Second game, I think we understood we needed to play more at our level, our intensity, faster volleyball, and we got by UMSL, close score, but it was what I was looking for. And I kind of told the girls that was a goal, that regardless who's on the other side of the net, that's the speed, that's the goal we should have, how we should play, and play our level of volleyball rather than look over there and think, oh, well, we can just kind of coast here. We need to play our level at all times.